This is the most surreal moment yet in the race to run America's largest city. Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist, New York assemblyman, and now the leading mayoral candidate in New York City, just got caught live on camera doing what looked like a full-on meltdown, and they couldn't believe what the source is because it is NBC News. Yes, this is real, and it gets worse. Before we break it down, please like, comment, and share Explain America so every voter in New York sees who this guy really is. Now here's the story. Mamdani is a Marxist in disguise, and his lead in the polls is no joke. According to the final Emerson poll before Tuesday's Democratic primary, Mamdani has now surged ahead of Andrew Cuomo 52-48 after 8 rounds of ranked choice voting. And turnout among young voters is sky high, a demographic that heavily favors Mamdani and radical backers in the Democratic Socialists of America. But Mamdani isn't some scrappy grassroots reformer. He's a fraud, a political actor from a privileged background pretending to be oppressed while pushing Islamist grievance politics and full-blown Marxism. He was born into luxury, the son of a Hollywood royalty filmmaker named Mayoral Nair, raised in private schools, and literally faked a South African accent on the radio to seem more authentic. In his own words, he said he learned to play the role people wanted. No wonder he gets along with AOC. And now that role is radical mayor of New York City. He calls himself a socialist for the people, but supports Hamas-linked groups, wants government-owned supermarkets, and wants wrapped under the name Mr. Cardamom, where he voiced land love for members of the Holy Land Five, men convicted of funneling millions to Hamas. Cuomo, who's no moderate himself, called it disgusting and despicable, and he's right. Yet Mamdani is winning. His rallies are filled with DSA activists, far-left agitators, and online influencers promoting communism as community care. But it's not just ideology, it's instability. Check out this clip of Mamdani screaming and lunging at police officers during a protest.
How many more New Yorkers not charged? Do you believe in the First Amendment? Do you believe in the First Amendment, Tom Homan? How many more New Yorkers will charge red targets?
This is not a man who belongs anywhere near executive office, let alone running a city of 8 billion people. And it's no longer just a fringe fantasy. If the polls and turnout trends hold, Mamdani could become the first openly socialist, pro-Hamas mayor of a major American city. Don't let that happen. New Yorkers have one chance left to stop this, and it starts with exposing the truth about who this man is and what he stands for. And that's what NBC News did when they confronted him about his many accents that he uses in his interviews and public appearances.
Because I think that New Yorkers, more than they hate a politician they disagree with, they hate a politician they can't trust.
On the subject of trust, you've adopted different speaking accents in different scenarios.
But they go to their local bodega.
Is there one that's real and one that's affected?
What I would say is, as any immigrant knows, having been born in Kampala, Uganda, and then raised in South Africa and moving here when I'm 7 years old, is there are different parts of my life.
Worldwide tour is a worldwide tour is a worldwide tour.
Mamdani was talking about a worldwide press tour back when he was a rapper.
Bring the flavor to the fish, bring the flavor to the rice.
In a Disney movie directed by his mother.
Nepotism and hard work goes a long way. Here in New York City, this is how I speak, this is how I am.
Do you believe in the First Amendment, Tom Homan?
So New York, stop the madness.